Yo, what's up? Channel 69 Weather back here with another weather update for the next week or so. We're gonna have some pretty severe weather, so I'm gonna be showing you guys where it's gonna be happening, what's gonna be happening, all that stuff. So stay tuned. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so we're gonna start with today's weather. By the time this is posted, it might already be over with, but still gonna talk about it. You can see that level 3 enhanced risk is pretty much all in that northeast corner of Kansas, even far south Nebraska. Then there's that level 3 in Colorado, next to Denver. And then the slight risk wraps up into Wyoming a little bit, and it stretches through Nebraska, down into Kansas and far west Missouri. Then that marginal risk wraps it's a weird shape. Goes all the way up into Minnesota, down into Texas. It's a pretty weird one. Then there's another little marginal risk right here by St. Louis, down into a little bit of Tennessee right there in the very northwest corner. And then here's the tornado probability for today. You see that 5% hatch zone right there. They got a SIG 1. Pretty low probability for tornadoes today, so that's good. And there's even a little threat for tornadoes here in very southern Illinois. Alright, and looking at the hail threat, you can see that they got that SIG 1 all the way from Denver, Colorado to just north of Wichita, Kansas. And they got that SIG 2 just east of Denver and east of Colby. So that's going to be that large hail. Alright, and then taking a look at tomorrow's severe weather. You can see that level 3 enhanced stretches from North Dakota down into South Dakota, staying more on the east side, but pretty much stops in the center, kinda. You can see northwest Minnesota is even in that level 3. Then you can see that slight risk wraps from Minnesota all the way down into Texas a little bit, Oklahoma, Kansas, and then into North Dakota some more. Then that marginal risk wraps down into Illinois, covers pretty much the whole state of Illinois. And all of Iowa and even Wisconsin is going to be halfway engulfed. Alright, and taking a look at the tornado probability for tomorrow. Got that 10% hatch zone right there, and you can see the SIG 1. Then you can see there's a very slight tornado threat for down into Nebraska and SoFal area. SoFal's been getting hit a lot. They can't dodge nothing. It's crazy. And you can see here's the wind threat. Gonna be a pretty high chance for that strong wind up there in Minot and Bismarck. So if you're up there, make sure you're tying your stuff down or taking it down or something. Don't want stuff blowing away. So yeah, if you're anywhere in this hatch zone, it's gonna be strong wind, so be prepared for that. And these storms are gonna be producing some pretty wild hail too. Got a 30% hatch zone up there in Minot and Bismarck, down into Pierre, South Dakota, and then that 15% hatch zone goes way down into Kansas and Nebraska, all that. So if you have a garage or any, if you have a garage, try to park your car in there, because tomorrow it's gonna be some pretty big hail, and some of the hail can be very large. So yeah, I definitely want to be watching out for that. Okay, taking a look at the 3-day outlook. This is for Wednesday. You can see that level 3 enhanced stretches from eastern Minnesota, covers pretty much all of Wisconsin, northwest corner of Illinois is in there. Iowa's whole east half is pretty much covered. And that slight risk wraps from the very tip top of Minnesota all the way to top of Michigan, almost into Canada right there. Even touching Michigan a little bit, down into Kansas, Wichita, Kansas, and central Illinois is in there. And that marginal risk wraps way down into Texas, Lubbock, Texas. Shouldn't be anything too major, so I don't have the tornado threat and all that for this because it's so far out, but I can show you this. They already have a 30% hatch zone and a SIG 1 already issued. Expecting it to be pretty intense on Wednesday. I'm going to be bringing large hail, strong winds, and definitely some possible tornadoes. Then you can see that 15% zone right there. That's the yellow, stretching all the way down into Wichita, Kansas, back up into Chicago, covering all of Minnesota pretty much, Nebraska. So yeah, definitely be watching out Wednesday, because I think Wednesday is probably going to be the biggest day. Going to be some pretty intense stuff, so be watching out. Alright, and then we're looking at Thursday. This is the 4-day outlook. And you can see they already got that 30% hatch zone, which is pretty wild. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on Thursday and the other days as well, because they might get updated. Gonna jump back to the day 3 outlook just for Wednesday. Gonna kind of show you where I'm gonna be, where I'm gonna position myself for the chase. Obviously, I'm gonna keep watching. If anything changes, then I'll probably go to a different spot, of course. But I think I'm gonna position myself probably just north of Davenport, Iowa, which is like right here. And then for Thursday, I'm not really gonna have to move much, because this is where I am. Just gonna have to keep watching it, but I'll probably end up positioning myself right here, smack dab in the middle. Maybe it shifts, I don't know, find out. Anyways, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to the channel, because I'm gonna have some videos coming, because I'm definitely gonna be chasing these days. I also have a video coming out from like a month ago that I completely forgot about. It's about the storm unit Buick, alright? Gotta post it, because I completely forgot. So, stay tuned to the channel. I'll see you soon. Channel 69, out.